Hello and a very warm welcome to the Cricket Next YouTube channel. IPL 2024 is towards its business and we are into the playoffs of the season. And throughout the season, Cricket Next आपके लिए लेके आया है काफी exclusive conversations from the expert panel of Geo Cinema. And we have yet another interview from that panel, and this time it is none other than AB de Villiers. AB de Villiers has talked a lot about IPL 2024, RCB, the way RCB has made a comeback, Virat Kohli's opening position, and whether or not will we ever see AB de Villiers back in the RCB camp in any capacity or not. तो काफी कुछ discussions हुई हैं. Do enjoy this interview and do watch IPL on Geo Cinema in 12 different languages. And to get all the updates about IPL, do subscribe to the Kick Next YouTube channel. Enjoy the interview. Hi, Avi. Thank you so much for talking to us. And we'll have to start with RCB, of course, the turnaround that they have done in this season. They were on the number 10th position and now they are playing the playoffs. What do you think exactly changed for the team in the last six matches?
Yes, it's been an incredible comeback. It's very difficult to put your finger on one thing. I think there's a cluster of things that started playing in their hands, and I think it starts with desire and hunger, and I'll name a few things like that because I think that's what teamwork is ultimately all about, and the culture of a team starts when no one is watching at the training ground, in the team room, the way you treat each other as individuals within the setup. And I think even though they lost quite a few games the first half of the tournament, maybe that culture was the thing that really carried them through. And you could still see that desire and the hunger and the passion they played with in the last six games, even though they were down and out. That culture didn't change. And that's usually a sign of a happy environment, a good coaching staff, clear messaging, really good role definitions within the team. And if I had to get a bit more technical, I think I've got to put my finger on the Lockie Ferguson inclusion. I think there was a very necessary change, an inform overseas fast bowler who took a bit of weight off of Siraj as well, and all of a sudden the bowler started clicking. So if I had to be really technical, that was probably the big change within the team from a team perspective and a team selection point of view.
Yeah, and Virat Kohli is currently the orange cap holder. He's doing great in this season. Do you think he should open for India also in the upcoming T20 World Cup, considering his form in this IPL as an opener?
He's been phenomenal. I still believe he's a number three bat. I've told him so myself. I've been saying it for many years. It doesn't look like it's going to happen because it really looks like he's enjoying his time as an opening batsman, and you got to give him credit for that, for sticking to his guns, understanding his game. He's the guy that knows his ability and his game plan's the best. So long may that continue. But if I had the say, and if it was like a TV game and I could move him around, he would bat number three in my team. I just feel he's the best in the world when he's just playing normal cricket, when he doesn't feel like he's got to take the bowlers on, where he's got to hit the ball in the air. Between over 6 and 20 or 7 and 20, I feel that's where he's the best in the world by a country mile. There's no one better than him to hit the ball into spaces, to read the game situation, and then to have a fifth gear at the back end where I've been at the other end of the wicket, seeing that, witnessing that many times. What I don't like is him taking too many risks in the first 3 overs. If he ends up getting out there, the middle orders under immense pressure, because no one is as good as him and has such good glue as him in that middle overs to keep the key team together. So I know that he's enjoying the opening spot, but from a team point of view, if I had to say, he would bat in number three.
And maybe talking about you having a say, this is something that every RCB fan wants to know. Will we ever see you in the RCB camp again as a mentor, as a coach, or in any capacity?
I think it will be unlikely for me not to feature there at some stage, but never put your finger on anything. I've learned that over the years. You can't commit to anything when you're not 100% sure. I'm not 100% sure where I'm going to be in 5 years from now. Where I'm at in my life now is a bit of a transitional phase from cricket to father, to a bit of business, to a bit of commentating, to a bit of appearances and sponsorship deals. I'm just trying to sort of do that transfer, see what it's like. And then as life moves on, I think opportunities will open up. I'm not going to shut any doors. I'm not opening any doors up as of yet because I don't think it's ripe yet. But when that time comes around and it feels right in my heart, and also the desire from their point of view, from the franchise, is still there at that time, then great. I think those discussions will take place. But it's impossible to commit to anything now or to give you an answer.
Maybe India is also looking for a head coach. Any plans in future of coaching an international team like India?
Oh, tough question. Never say never. I absolutely have no idea. I do think I'll enjoy coaching. I think there's certain elements I won't enjoy as much, which I will have to learn. With time, anything is possible, and I can think on my feet and learn as I move on. But I think there are elements of a coaching job that I'll enjoy a lot. Things that I've learned over the years, the maturity that I've got now at the age of 40. Looking back, a lot of things look a lot clearer when I look back at my career. So those kind of learnings could be valuable for some younger players, even some senior players. And I would love to work with some players and some teams in that regard. As a full-time head coach, that's not something that comes to mind as of yet. It's not something that really appeals to me now. But as I said, never say never. Down the line, things might change.
Yeah. And there's a T20 World Cup coming up right after the IPL. Which team, according to you, is shaping up to be the strongest in that World Cup? And is this the strongest South African side going into a T20 World Cup, according to you?
It must be boring, but I always mention India when it comes to that, especially the white ball cricket, because of the IPL over the years. I just think there's so much talent that's come through. It doesn't mean they're going to win it, but it's definitely one of the main contenders to win that trophy. Australia, just the record they're winning white ball cricket tournaments, ICC events. You can't count them out. Coming over here in the 50 over, I know it's T20s we're talking about now, but coming over here to India, against India, away from home, but it's a World Cup final, and they always just find a way to pitch up. So Australia, India, I would say South Africa, a lot of informed players. The underdogs still, I don't think they're favourites, but I know what they're capable of as a team, as a nation, and the culture they have. I feel they're fighters, and they will be there and thereabout. They won't be a walkover, that's for sure. And if they do get a sniff and a bit of momentum, they'll be difficult to stop. So I'm hoping my South African teammates find a way to get some confidence. And last but not least, that's not an easy one. It's between New Zealand and Pakistan. I think it's just difficult to put my finger on one. I'm going to go with Pakistan. Also, just a very dangerous team. They recently had the PSL as well. I saw some informed players there. Incredible bowling attack they have. And they're always contenders. They're always a dangerous team to play against. So they're my 4 teams to qualify for the knockouts.
Well, maybe you have been associated with Geo Cinema for a long time now, and they brought new innovations like Hero Cam and commentary in 12 different languages. A, how do you see it? And B, how do you think the fans have received those innovations?
I think you hit the nail on the head with the word innovations. They're very innovative, very creative. It's a completely different experience for the viewers, I believe. I don't watch myself perform on the screen, but the feedback that we're getting is people really enjoy the freshness thereof. The crew being really relaxed, us commentators having cricket discussions and talking about the game as if we are actually playing it. So that's a different style, which I've really enjoyed. We've also introduced some new languages, which I think is great. Speaking to the people, really pulling out the emotions from the viewer. There's nothing better than speaking in someone's mother tongue, and you can hear the guys commentating. I mean, we think we have over 100 of them speaking in different languages. Yeah, so it's a fantastic experience just to be a part of it. And I can't think of anything more innovative than that, than to speak in so many different languages and really reach out to everyone across India.
Yeah, and finally, AB, who is winning the IPL 2024 trophy?
You know my answer, RCB. I think the stars have lined up like I've never seen before. To win 6 in a row, obviously that was the hardest part. To take it one step at a time, to keep the focus. But I do feel everything is lined up. The right team started losing during those 6 games. It's incredible how everything just fell in place. And now I think it's even falling more in place. Today will be the hardest game against Rajasthan Royals. I feel that is the IPL final. I mentioned that last night with my commentating stint. It'll be a close game. I think if RCB get through tonight, they will go to Chennai at the Chepauk Stadium to play against a team, SRH, who lost recently, so the confidence will be low. So I feel they will smoke them in that game. And then they go to the final against a team who have rested for a long period of time, who's had almost a week off. So they will be sort of getting out of the cobwebs or trying to shake it loose, where RCB will be in absolutely full flight at that moment and will lift the trophy. So that's my prediction. RCB all the way.
Thank you so much, AB, for talking to us. It was lovely chatting with you. Please have a nice day.
Thank you very much. You too.